Welcome back to the page, guys. We're back on James's today. We have cut out the full sills. We have addressed some of the areas on the upright inner sill section. We have started to make up the inner floor to sill pinch weld areas. Now we're going to be moving on to obviously the more intricate panel work of the floors, finishing off and getting the sill on. And then I think there will be a third part where we finish the sills, finish the floors and get everything sorted out. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be firing through the panels and getting some welding done, so let's go. So in the last clip I cut out the bottom section of the sill to floor area. The panel that I've prefabricated is just literally in there as a backer almost to weld up these panels. So I've made this one, that one, they just need to be welded out and ground back. Then once that's done, I'm pretty happy with that upright. The backside was not too bad, but these two areas needed replacing. So yeah, I guess I'll weld those out, grind it back. Then I can take that backer out. That's primarily just to keep everything square, so then I can start moving on to the more of the front area. But I need to get that floor bit tacked in place to hold that inner sill upright where it needs to be. So I'm going to finish up the welding, get that inner back floor bit primed up and tacked in, and then I'm going to look at the front area where we need to make the same panel again going forward, but it wraps over and up the front of the sill there, so that will be on a different section of paneling. But primarily I want the floor to inner sill area stay in the same place, because that can move quite easily. This panel is quite mobile without having that inner floor bit. So yeah, I'll get those welded out now, get that off, get it primed up, and then we can look at tacking in that floor. The last clip was me tacking in that floor panel that I made up. This obviously needs to be ground back and finalized. I have started to move on to the floor plate for the front section. I have made a panel, so I've made the front section jack support area bit and the lap. So that's gonna sit in behind here like so. But I have found a little bit of a hole. So this is in here, just down here. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, can you see that tiny little hole? I'm going to put my finger on it, hopefully. What I'm going to do is try and extract the top panel of that. I'm going to clean out the inside first. What I might be able to do is just take this panel off and be able to take this panel off. Well, I might just take this panel off. Maybe this panel. I'm going to take out from the inside. Then that will expose the inside flange of this. I might have to cut this back a little bit to clean up that bit. Obviously, we're going to be putting new bits in here anyway. So, and then I'm going to fix the corrosion that's coming down from here, because it's quite badly pitted on the floor area, inside the seam, and obviously there's a hole. So I need to fix that now before I can put this panel in. So I suppose let's get cracking. both of these are now made. So this one just lays underneath that one in the car like that. So I'm going to get those two primed up and the floor primed up now, and then we can weld that in. So the next time you'll see me is welding this panel in. Just going to prime these up, get those roughly about right, get the bottom one tacked in, put that one over the top, and then I can weld that one from the bottom, and I can weld this one from the top. Have you seen that kid do the video where he's like, he's like sat waiting to do a fight?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of him doing. Just like, that's why I just put the track in the head. I think that's what he was doing.
So that floor area is all now welded in. I've tied in the floor edge to that upright inside section. Now I can put that panel in, this one. I've got to shape this up finally and get some primer on it. That then can be welded in here once I've cleaned up all the backside of this, got this primed. I'm going to do all of the front face grinding once I've done all the welding on these bits. So get that sort of in there, weld that to the floor there. So then this is in, then we need to start working out the panel that wraps up around this bit, because that needs to be cut off and remade. Once that's done, we can then start to grind out all of this paneling area on the front, get the whole thing surface prepped, and then we can start fitting the outer sill back on. So yeah, my now job is to shape this up, get that fitted on the car, get it tacked on like I've done this bit in here on the inside. So once that's in there, and run some stitches on the inside as well, just for extra support. And then we can work on that bit there, because this is the floor jacking support area bit. I mean, it's not exactly OEM, but it's certainly very similar. Get that shaped up, get that fitted, get it primed up, get it cleaned up on the inside on everything, and then we can focus on more welding. Right, so now I've tacked in this floor plate that I made up earlier, and that's all in. So that's tacked on the whole way along where I'm going to repair the sill. We're going to have a look at making this panel now, because that wraps up underneath the torque box, and that just needs to be repaired. So I'll clean that up, see what we need to replace, and then we'll start building that panel. So I pretty much roughed out this shape on the linear stretcher. Pretty close now. I've just got I'm going to see what it fits like in the car and make the final adjustments on the car, because this is a bit rusty and there's obviously lots of burrs and stuff causing. But that's the general shape of it. It was just linear stretch this whole edge here. I did put a bit of material in here to stretch this ever so slightly, just to give that bowl effect, as you can see. This panel does curve on the edges. It's hard to see because yeah, you can see the contour there. So yeah, I'm going to put that up into the car now and see what we're dealing with in terms of this being finally shaped. And then the torque box obviously welds up to this, so I'll check with the torque box that this is going to weld nicely up against it as well. So let's do that. So the general shape is there now. It fits really nicely on that edge. I just need to trim it down because it's obviously stepping out too far. So I'm going to trim that down now and get that final shape in there, and then I can start welding that in. That's all primed up and prepped, ready for me to now put that panel in. So we're going to get that in now, and then weld out the floors, start getting the grinding, all the finishing done on the welding, and then I can start putting the inner sill back on and look to rebuild this front torque plate. So let's do that. Stupidly, I forgot to hit record, but I've now welded in that panel. I've got to grind it out, but I'm going to weld up the entire length of the floor now and get that sorted. So then we can move on to grinding these out later on, because that's going to be, I'd rather get all of the welding done, grind it all out, make it all nice. I did weld it on the inside as well, just to tie it into that inner floor upright a bit better as well. We are finishing the sill on James's car. On Friday, you would have seen me weld in that last little front bit. I'll show you again now. So that panel I made up on Thursday or Friday, I've welded that in. Obviously I welded in the entire length of the floor.